Are you sticking your butt out, you silly girl? I'm gonna get it. You're hilarious.
Stop.
Don't stick your butt out at me and I'll tickle it.
Okay.
Okay. Did I ever tell you that story where I had a hole in my yard and I had to go down on a rope?
Yeah.
Oh, we told that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. What else could I tell you about? I know. What was that story about? Do you remember? Was it where I found the lost kingdom?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and they granted me a wish. Do you remember my wish?
For me to come and save them.
Well, I saved them. I believe the wish was for me, for my firstborn daughter, to have a unicorn bound to her when she was the right age. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what bound means? It means he's all yours and you two are meant to be together. Like you share something that is just
Like
inseparable.
Like maybe I could give it some food.
Well, you haven't gotten it yet. Have you? Did you get a unicorn and I didn't know about it? You did?
See her?
What? No, I mean a real one. Did you get your real one yet?
Yeah.
You did?
She's taking herself on a walk right outside the window.
Oh, okay. Well, nobody told me you got one. What'd you name her?
I named her Sparkles.
Sparkles.
Yeah. No, her name is Cuddles.
Oh, Cuddles? That's a great name. What color are her eyes?
Black.
And her horn?
Sparkly gold.
Yeah. Does she have wings?
No.
Yeah. Is she furry or soft?
She's soft.
Yeah. And have you gone on any trips with her yet?
No.
Do you know where magical unicorns can take you?
I have gone on a few, but she's too young of a baby.
Oh, she's still small. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think they forgot that she was so young and not very spry.
She's not very spry?
And she's not very stable on her legs.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, maybe she just has to work on her ability just a little bit more.
Oh, she's too ticklish.
Oh, she is. Where do you tickle a unicorn?
Her favorite spot is there.
Oh, right under her chin. Oh, that's funny.
Do
it. That's funny because it matches you. You're ticklish there too. See? Okay, are you ready for story time?
Almost. I still have to get her ready in my bed. Okay. She's ready. I'm
okay.
not.
Okay.
I'm a pony, so I'm in this little
Okay,
bed.
now it's time to calm down. We're gonna do our story. Are you ready? What would you like a story about this evening?
Unicorns and ponies and bees.
Unicorns, ponies, and bees. Here we go.
So,
One day.
The baby unicorn got stung by the.
No, this is my story.
No, I'm just telling you the baby, in the middle, the baby unicorn got stung by the bee.
Yeah? Okay. Okay, so unicorns, ponies, and bees, correct?
Correct.
All right, so one morning...
Oopsies, I'll change the bees out for the wasps.
The wasps, okay.
A wasp
Okay.
down the unicorn.
All right, so one day we got up, and it was a beautiful spring morning, rather, and the weather was quite perfect. It was like 75 degrees, perfectly sunny, and it just felt almost like air conditioning outside. And we decided, you know what? Instead of hanging around at the house all day, we're going to go visit a farm and pick out a pony for JJ to ride on. And so we started our drive, but when we got in the car, we noticed something strange. There was a wasp sitting on the windshield, and of course, we were all like, didn't want to get in the car, but we did, and for some strange reason, that wasp refused to get off. So I'd hit like the windshield wipers, and he'd fly up and skip them, and they'd come back down, and he's skipping over them, and we started laughing because it kind of looked like jump rope. So he's like, the washers would go, and he's jumping up, the washers would come back, he's jumping up again. We've got like this jump rope wasp. It's the weirdest thing. So after we laughed for like 10 minutes about that, we decided, okay, that's weird, but we're just gonna go. So we left and we drove, and we see as we leave, we get our seatbelts on and back out. Well, we see the little wasp put a seatbelt on. We're like, what is going on here? And so we take off, and we're on the highway, and the wasp, you can see like his little wasp hairs flying back, and he's just got these little wasp sunglasses on, he's got his seatbelt on, and he's cruising along with us. And I'm not sure, I didn't hear it, but I could swear that he had some music, and he was jamming out too along the way. Anyway, so we get to the farm, and we're walking around, and we get up to pay to ride on the ponies, and the lady said, sorry, but we don't have any ponies left. All the kids have taken them. And JJ looked so sad. And we had to turn around and tell JJ, honey, I'm so sorry. There are no ponies available to ride. And you looked up at that lady, and you had these big eyes full of water and just about to cry. And she said, but we have a strange looking one in the back if she really wants to try and ride one, but you'll have to sign a waiver. And so we're like, yeah, whatevs. So we signed it, and we get back there, and there is something back there that kind of looks like a pony, except it had something on its head. And JJ, brave as she was, walked straight up to that little thing, and she said, sup.
No, hi.
And, oh yeah, she said, hi.
I never say sup.
So, oh, that was me, yeah. And so she says hi, and this pony, we'll call it a pony.
No, it was a unicorn.
Oh, is that what it's called? Oh, that makes a lot more sense with this story then, okay. So the unicorn looks at her and says, sup.
No.
Oh, wait, okay. Sorry, she says, hi, my name is JJ.
No.
And you say, wait a minute, what? And she said, my name is JJ. And you said, how can your name be JJ? My name is JJ. And the unicorn said, what? No, it's not. My name is JJ. Your name can't be JJ and my name JJ at the same time, because then we'd be J cubed, and that doesn't make any sense at all. No, wait, that wouldn't be cubed. That'd be to the fourth power. Anyway, so you look in a mirror and you realize she has golden hair just like yours. She has blue eyes just like yours. And she had a beautiful mane and a beautiful tail. And you said, JJ, who named you that? And she said, well, I guess my mom did, but maybe it was my dad. I don't know. They just always called me JJ. And you said, does it stand for anything? And she said, yeah, it stands for Jamiroquai Jacqueline. And you said, well, that's pretty close, because my name is Jameson Jacqueline. It's nice to meet you, Jamiroquai. And that's a beautiful name. And she said, thanks. My dad likes music a lot. And you're like, yeah, well, that's cool. My dad does too.
Wait, the unicorn doesn't talk. The story is going all wrong.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
How can the story be wrong if I'm the one making it up?
I started to tell you what we needed.
I haven't talked about that part yet. Have I?
Well,
You must be patient, my dear.
I
You just met the main character. we haven't even really met the protagonist or the antagonist yet, have we? We got a glimpse of the antagonist. Who's the antagonist?
The wasp.
That's right. Where's the wasp at right now in our story?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, see, that's because I'm telling the story. He's still sitting on the windshield. He's got his sunglasses on, and now he's got a lemonade, and he's sitting there sipping it, and he's looking at you intently with this conversation that you're having with some horse thing that he's never heard of. And he's getting a little angrier at every second, just looking at you going, I'm gonna get her, she gonna be mine. Mm-hmm. And anyway, so you and Jamiroquai are sitting there chit-chatting, jib-jabbing away, and he is plotting his sinister plan to take over the world. And, oh, by the way, sting Jamiroquai in the butt. You didn't know that, did you?
No, sting Jamiroquai on the leg.
Oh, you want him to sting him on the leg? Okay. All right.
Leg.
You want him to sting her on the leg?
Sting her on the leg.
Okay. So anyway, back to our main storyline. Jamiroquai and Jameson are talking, and they come to realize that her mom and dad, Jamiroquai's mom and dad, were very similar to JJ's mom and dad, in that, you know, her dad was really awesome and cool, and her mom was an amazing mommy that taught her everything she knows. And it was just like that for JJ the unicorn. So you thought, well, I think I'm just gonna put this out there. Could we be friends? And Jamiroquai's like, yeah, I was totally thinking the same thing. And you guys do this little and you just do this giggle girl thing. It was really cute. Yeah, that. And then Jamiroquai's like, you want to go hang out sometime? And you're like, would I? Absolutely. Let's do this now. And so you open the gate and she walks out and you're starting to get up on her to take a ride. She goes, where would you like to go? And you go, I think we're only allowed to ride around here. And she goes, yeah, but they don't know this. My horn is magical. We could ride wherever you want. If you want to ride in the neighbor's yard, it's cool. If you want to ride in the sky, we can do that too. If you want to ride to school, I'll come pick you up. And you're like, really? Whoa. She says, well, I got to clear it with your parents, but yeah, maybe. And meantime, you guys, again, just start giggling, jib-jabbing, hee-hee-hee-hee, and you never notice. Meanwhile, you're doing this, there's a little wasp flying around. He's creeping.
I like this.
Creeping. And you never even see him coming, and he's
Don't you dare do it to me.
He's creeping up. And all of a sudden, and all you hear is Jamiroquai's like, Moon River. He gets it right here. And she just goes flying like crazy, going, "Whoa! It got me in the tuchus, man!"
No, in the leg.
Well, it's like right below, right? So she called it her tuchus because a horse has that all right here, right? Yeah. And so you're like, "What happened? What happened?" She's like, she goes, "Something got me in the back of the leg. I'm down. I'm going down. I'm going down."
She was actually crying.
Oh yeah, and then she fell to the ground and hysterically started crying, and you look at her like, really? Is it really that bad? Are you overreacting a bit? And she goes, yeah, I kind of am, but it did hurt, you know. And you go, well, I'll tell you what, if you can just calm down just a smooch, we'll hug it out. She goes, yeah, that sounds good. So you did, and you hugged it out. Meanwhile, you look around and you see, finally, that wasp. And he's all looking, he's back in the car. Now he's got a lawn chair and a dartboard, these like lawn dart things, and volleyball set up. and there's a little beach on the hood of our car. For some reason, he decided to build a little beach with a volleyball. Oh, careful! And has invited other friends, and they start playing buzzball, which is a form of volleyball, but for wasps, right? So now he's got 6 of his friends. How many is that? How many wasps? 7 wasps are playing volleyball on the hood of our car. And do you know every single one of them had sunglasses on? It was a beautiful day. I mean, you can't blame them, right? But you look over there, and then they realize you're looking at them, and they just kind of look straight ahead like, hey, it wasn't us. We didn't do it. And you know better. You're like, you stung my little unicorn, didn't you? And then he kind of looks over at you like, maybe. What you gonna do about it? And you look at him, and he looks at you, and you give him this look like, I'm gonna get you, buddy. And he's like, guys, she's on to us. And they start packing up their stuff, and they get out of there so fast you couldn't even run over there fast enough. And you're like, I'm gonna get you, and they flew off. And
I had a huge pillow, and I was swatting at him.
Yeah, on the hood of the car. Meanwhile, I'm like, don't scratch the car, there's sand on it. Why did wasps put sand on my car? And then they fly off, right? But they left their little tiny wasp volleyball behind. And you take that, and you're like, ping! And it flies up, boom, smacks the wasp right in the butt, and he goes flipping head over heels. And then smacks into a tree, but his little stinger gets stuck there. And then he's trying to fly and get away. And his friends, they're all just turning around laughing at him. Ah, you got your butt stuck in a tree. Ha 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 ha. He's going, it's not funny, man. It's not supposed to be the bad guy here. It's not funny. And you go up to him and you're like, look here, mister. And he goes, oh, I'm in trouble now. And you say, why did you do that? He goes, because I thought it'd be funny. And you said, did that look funny? He goes, no, ma'am. And so instead of being like totally mean, you're like, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna let you go, but if you ever do that again, you're in big trouble, mister. And he goes, okay, I'm sorry. And he really did mean he was sorry. So you thought, okay, I'll let him go this time. So you pluck his little butt out of there, out of the tree, and you send him on his way. And then, so you get your unicorn, and we decide to get a trailer. We're gonna take the unicorn home. And we're driving home, and we see.
Then the wasp stung.
No.
No,
What?
then the wasp came back and stung my dad. Then it stung my mom, and I was the only one left that it didn't sting.
Oh yeah, is that how you want the story to end?
Yes.
That's not a good ending.
But
But yeah, okay, then the story's over.
no, you tell.
Oh. Well, as I was saying, so we get the trailer, we get your little other JJ friend in there, we get it loaded up with some hay, and we take off, and then we see all 7 of these wasps pointing in like an arrow, flying in front of the car, and they're pointing somewhere to go. So we thought, well, that's really weird. Maybe should we follow? I don't know. And so we follow, and then they pull us over into this thing. And we get out of the car, we're scratching our heads going, where'd they go? And then all of a sudden, pop, 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 they sting us all in the butts except for JJ. And then they run off laughing, and we got back in the car, and we went home, and wouldn't you know, we walk into the house, and guess who's there?
What?
It's the wasp, reading a newspaper. He's wearing my sandals and petting Penny, your dog, and he ate your grapes and your snack, your almonds and all that stuff. He just sat there and helped himself. Yeah, I know. And you walk up to him and you're like, little buddy, that's it. You're out of here. And he's like, yeah, what are you gonna do about it? And you go, and then all of a sudden you hold up the little volleyball. You had kept it, and you looked at him. You're like, you get out of here. Or you're gonna get flicked with the volleyball again. He goes, no, not the volleyball again, no! And so he takes off, and everybody starts chat, clapping and cheering. JJ saved the day!
But
Yay!
then I started crying because my snack was gone.
Oh, that's okay. There's more in the pantry. I mean, how many almonds can a wasp eat, right? Pretty much a little bit of one of them.
No,
Can't eat
it
the whole
can
bag.
eat the whole.
The whole bag, huh? Maybe. I don't know. I've never seen a wasp eat almonds, have you?
Mhm.
Oh, well, okay. And that was it. JJ saved the day.
But then I started crying because my whole snack was gone.
I guess that's just how life is sometimes.
She started.
One day you're eating almonds, the next day you're getting stung in the butt, the other day they're playing volleyball on the hood of your car. It's just life.
And the next day, the next day, I got stung.
Yeah.
Then the next day, I got stung again. The next day, I get stung again. I got stung 3 times in a row.
Well, after that, you'd be used to it and it wouldn't hurt you that much anymore. Did you know that?
I kept crying, so I had to have 3 Band-Aids
Oh, okay.
where the wasps stung me.
All right, kiddo, time to say
I
goodnight.
just want to watch. It's dark outside.
Yes. Hey, time to say goodnight.
Not
Will you give a message to your, your 10-year-old self? What advice have you got for your 10-year-old self?
I don't like myself, and I really don't like poop or pee. Poop, pee, poop, pee, poop. Pee, poop, pee, poop, pee, poop, pee.
Okay, I want to back up for 1 second. You said you don't like yourself?
No.
Why not?
Because I just don't like myself.
Who likes you?
Nobody.
Well, I can't imagine. First of all, if you don't like yourself, who else would like you? But you know what? I like you. Your mom likes you. Everybody that knows you likes you. So guess that means you must like yourself too, huh?
Bonnie and Grace know me. They
Yeah.
must like me, but they don't.
Well, perhaps they have other priorities. Perhaps it's a good lesson for you to pay attention to the younger kids and treat them nice.
I don't pay attention to the other kids.
Oh, so you're saying that you think the older kids should pay attention to you, but you're not going to pay attention to the younger kids. How's that fair?
It's fair.
Sorry, pal, it's not. You should treat people the same way that you want to be treated. Cool?
This one and this one are mine. This one and this one are yours and Mom's. These are yours and Mom's. This one is Mom's too. This one is Mom's too.
Okay.
Wait, these are my
Hey,
Mom's socks.
turn around. Turn around, you're getting sidetracked. Stay on target. Thank you for the dresser inventory. Come on. Stay on target. Stay on target. All right, kiddo. Good night. Time for bed.
Wait, I want my mommy to sing me a song.
Yeah? Well, I'll ask her. Say goodnight.